Good morning everyone, this is a new series of mathematical music lessons that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to release one of these each week with a series of musical theory challenges for everyone from year 1 to year 6. So if you can't remember any music theory, don't worry, we're going to start with some very basic beats and notation today, and I'm going to build that up and try and make it more complicated over the next few weeks with some fun challenges for you to work on at home. And remember, with all the challenges I set, please send your answers through your Class Dojo accounts to your class teacher, and they will then send them to me at the end of each week. And I'm going to keep a record of everyone's points that you get for sending in answers. Even if you get an answer wrong, I'll still give you 1 point. If you get the answer right, I'll give you a couple of points. And then after a while, we'll have a bit of a competition to see who's engaged the most with my videos and with my lessons, who's got the most points, and then there'll be a prize, possibly in the post or possibly available at school for you to collect. We'll see how that works out, and we'll figure that out later on. Okay, so here's our music theory lesson 1. So you can see on the page, you've got on the screen, you've got a mix of different music notes, and some of those are 1-beat notes, some of those are 4-beat notes. We're going to look into what these different rhythms are, what these different notation values are right now. Okay, starting off with our basic 1-beat notes, our crotchets. You can see them circled there. A crotchet is a 1-beat note. Mr. Piper in his drumming lessons would call these T's, T, 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 T. The music service also refers to them as walks. They are 1-beat notes. If that's your beat, this is your note. So they are 1-beat crotchets. There we go. Okay, second image, and these are 2-beat minims. Mr. Piper doesn't use these in his drumming lessons because you sort of have to go into a drum roll for a long note like this, but the music service would call these strides. They are 2-beat stride, 1, 2, stride, like this. Okay, so they are 2-beat notes. They are minims, 2-beat notes. Okay, then we're on to our 4-beat semi-briefs. This is a really long note. The music service call this a sleep. Sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your length of the note. Okay, so they are really long notes. 4 beats in a semi-brief. Now it gets a bit tricky. We're going to fractions now, and we're splitting our beats in half. And when you split a beat in half, you get 2 quavers, and they're both half beats. So a quaver, you'll notice in the bar of crotchets, there's 4 crotchets in that bar. There's 4 crotchet beats in that bar. In the bar that's circled now, there's also 4 beats, but there's 8 notes, and that's because they are halves. So da 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 da. Okay, they are half beats. Right, hold on to that thought. Next up, we could take it one step further. If you actually just have a quick look back at the quavers, you'll see they have a single line across the top linking the 2 together. You can get individual quavers that have a bit of a tail. We'll look at those next time. We're just focusing on them in pairs or groups of 4 today, and they've got that line across the top linking them together. If you look now at the semi-quavers, which are in the bar with the circle around now, you'll see they have a double line across the top, and that means that we have to divide them down again. So these are quarter beat notes, and that's why there's 16 of them in the bar. Each bar's got 4 beats in it, but there's 16 of these notes now. So da 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 da. Okay, so it's a lot faster, a lot more notes, a lot more rhythm going on there. So have a good look at that. They are semi-quavers and they are quarter beats. So just to recap, let's have a look at each of those values one more time. At the top of the page there, we've got our semi-quavers, which are our quarter beat notes, and they've got that double line across the top. Then underneath, we've got our quavers, and they are half beat notes with a single line across the top. Third one down are the crotchets, and they are single beat notes, single beats. So each crotchet is worth 1 beat. Underneath that, we've got the white notes there with the gap in the middle. They are 2 beat notes, and each one of those is worth 2 beats, and they are minims. And then at the bottom we've got the semi-breves, and they are 4 beat notes, and they're just a circle without any stem, and that just means they are semi-breve and they're worth 4 beats. Okay, we're going to have a look at your music challenges right now. So there's 3 challenges, one for years 1 and 2, one for years 3 and 4, and one for years 5 and 6. So just focus on your challenge for your year group, and all I'm after is one single answer from each of you today. So the year 1 and 2 task is up first. You'll see there's a 4-bar phrase on the screen. So there's 4, but you can see the bar lines are the lines in between. So that shows you where the bars are. Don't worry too much about that, but there's a 4-bar phrase there on the screen, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different notes. There are some squiggles and boxes. They're rests. We'll talk about rests another time. But there are 9 different notes there, a mix of crotchets and minims for you in year 1 and 2. So see if you can count those together, put those together, and tell me the answer. The answer is somewhere between 10 and 20 beats. So the answer that I'm after is a simple number. It's a 2-digit number, somewhere between 10 and 20. See if you can work that out and send your answers to your class teachers. Okay, year 3 and 4, your question comes up now, and I made yours a little bit more challenging. You've got some quavers mixed in with that there. You've also got some crotchets and minims again, and you've got a semi-breve at the end. Now there is a tie. That curved line underneath the last 2 notes is a tie. It links those 2 together. For the purpose of your question, you don't need to worry about that, but what that would mean if we were playing it, we would play it as one long note, those 2 notes tied together. So see if you can count that and work it out. Your answer is also somewhere between 10 and 20 beats. And finally, year 5 and 6, I thought I'd make yours a little bit more challenging. You've got quite a mix here. Now there's both the trombone and the trumpet part on the screen. You don't need to worry about which one you look at. They're both the same. How many beats are on each line? So just look at one group of 4 bars and tell me how many beats. Again, your answer is between 10 and 20 beats. You've got crotchets, you've got minims, you've got some semi-quavers. Make sure you realise you're looking at semi-quavers there, not quavers, and see if you can add that all together. You've also got one note with a dot next to it. Now I'm just going to explain this once. We'll go into more detail on this in the next video. But the dot means you add half the value of the note again. Just explain that one more time. So you take the note and the value of that note, then you add half of that value again. So basically it's 1.5 times the value of that note. Okay, see if you can work that one out and add it all together and send your answers in. Don't forget, points means prizes. Look forward to getting all your answers, everyone. Do take care. See you soon.